All right, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, Brazil. Today we have Carlos here. Carlos is a special guy. I met him not in person, but online last year when I joined English Brazil. He's from the South, so he's really cool and chill. He's not like us in São Paulo, always in a rush. And he's also not like the people in the North, like really, really laid back. So I would say he's in the middle, just perfect. And yes, when I invited him to join us, he was really happy and he said yes right away. I had to reschedule a couple of times and he was really fine with that. So I really appreciate it. I'm going to stop talking now. Carlos, please give us a little introduction about yourself and then you guys can go ahead and start asking questions. Welcome,
Okay,
everyone.
okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. From Curitiba, my city. Okay, I live in a city with a population of 3.2 million. So many. Okay. And my state is Paraná, South Brazil, close to Argentina. Okay. And then we have in this state, Paraná, the Iguaçu Falls. I guess you know this is a famous touristic place in okay, in South Brazil. Okay. But my original state is Espírito Santo, close to Rio de Janeiro. Okay. In general, people come to Brazil, they start in Rio. But Brazil is much more than just Rio de Janeiro. Okay, we have 200 million population in the country, or 200.7 million population. I was watching today a video about Switzerland. Switzerland. The population is about 7 million. I say, oh, so few population, not so many people in Switzerland. Okay. And then I am the youngest in a family of 9 siblings,
Oh
brothers and
my gosh.
sisters. My family is originally from Italy. My okay, grand nonno from Italy, Lombardia. Okay, I have the Brazilian and Italian citizenship. I went to Italy to the citizenship, but I prefer Brazil because my family, my friends are here. But maybe in the future, stay in Italy for more than 1 month. Okay, and I am here to talk about you, to talk with you about Brazil or working or hobbies. Okay, and you are very welcome.
All right, Carlos. That was a very good introduction. I think Laís is also from Espírito Santo, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, I was
Yeah.
surprised to hear that he's originally from here. Yeah.
My university was Universidade Federal do Espírito Santo.
Yeah, I studied there. Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Oh, see
nice.
a coincidence. All right. Carlos, please tell us, like you're telling us that your family is Italian. There's lots of
My
Brazilian.
grandfather, my family now is Brazilian, okay? But we are Italian descendants.
Yeah, there's lots of in the south of Brazil, there's lots of Germans and Italian.
Oh,
But
yes,
like
yes.
for you, as you say, okay, I prefer to live in Brazil, be Brazilian. How about your children? Because there's so many people migrating to Europe in the
Oh,
last
yes.
decade, let's say. Is this
Yeah.
something that your children are interested? And do they also have the Italian passports?
And one, okay, I have three adult sons, okay. I don't say children because they are adults. But in English, we say children, okay? But they don't think about moving from Curitiba. They love here, okay? Because the friends, their wives or girlfriends, okay, and friends, and the life is here. And you see, guys, in Brazil, we don't need English. Okay? English is a kind of hobby. We can live all our life long. Okay, we don't need to communicate in English. But a lot of people, yes, Simone, you are right. People are thinking, working, especially working abroad, because our economy is not so strong, and people in general they don't have good jobs here or for good salaries, and people have this dream about working in the USA or Australia or New Zealand or South Africa, as you nice. Do you live in the United States, Lais?
Oh, no, I don't. I'm just agreeing because a lot of people want to live there, but no, it's not my case. I love Brazil as well.
Marta is the one lives in America. Carlos, Marta. Marta is a Brazilian residing in the
Okay,
USA.
Marta.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it. I'm
All
here
right.
for
I
your
have more
comment.
questions. I mean, I remember you told me you love cruising. Richard and I, we
Oh,
used to work on
yes,
a cruise
yes.
ship. When you go on a cruise ship, what do you choose? Like the location or the price or like 7 days cruise, 12 days cruise? What is for you the most important when you're booking a cruise ship trip?
Okay. You see, I am a mechanical engineer. Okay, I graduated in 1982, long time
Oh
ago.
my gosh, I was 2 years old.
I graduated as mechanical engineer, and my first job was in Petrobras, the Brazilian oil company. And this Petrobras, they have offshore places for working. Okay, and I worked for some time in these offshore companies in the middle of the sea. Okay, and was very beautiful to see the sunshine and the sundown. It was special. Okay, and then I love boats. I have a small sailing boat in a small lake we have in Curitiba. Okay. And cruise ship for me is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. I did some in Brazil, one in Mediterranean, one in China to Singapore. Okay. And I love to stay here to see the shows, to play the games, okay, to see the sunshine or the sundown is fantastic for me. The food, the shows, the people we meet, okay, I love.
Right.
But I
And
am a little worried, Simone, about the weather, about the storms or hurricanes when you are in the ships.
yes, I've been to a couple, especially like I don't know if Richard was there when we are crossing, like going from South America to Europe or back from, I think I did Portugal to the Caribbean, and that was a disaster. That was really tough.
And
Did you
the
do that as well, Richard?
the Tasman Sea was bad. We had to board up our bunks and everything just to get through the Tasman Sea from Australia, from I think it was from Perth to Hobart. It was one of the roughest channels to get through.
Yes, I remember that one as well. But it's because it was not that long in comparison to like Portugal and Caribbean. So that's why that one is sticked longer. And I
That was
think,
that's when the
oh,
Harmony lost its window, lost one of the dining room windows.
yeah.
It cracked.
Do you remember
Yeah,
how many days?
it was a 14-day cruise.
Yeah, but how many days we were at sea? I think,
For yeah, for the days, I think it was just over 10, if I'm not mistaken.
10
It was
days of
I
storms.
don't remember actually. I know it was long.
It was about 10 days because I know we went to bed, we woke up and we were still just saw sea for like a long period of time. You never saw anything else.
You
Yeah.
know, the worst when you're traveling like that as well, you're changing time zones. So you go nuts because you go, okay, today is 1 hour behind. Okay, maybe if you go somewhere else, you go 1 hour forward. But I mean, just going back, oh my goodness, I also been through that. We went somewhere, was 1 hour forward, and then we're traveling back. 2 days later, I had to change the time again. But when you're crossing the Atlantic, let's say, then you have to always go back. So like now in Brazil, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. In Europe, it's 9 o'clock. It's in South Africa also 9 o'clock, Richard? Same time, right? I think today we just have two time zones. Oh no, Suzette is Jamaica, but she's in Toronto right now. It's 1 hour
Oh,
behind.
we Canada the hour ahead of us. We what time now? This it would be 4 o'clock. No, it will be 4 o'clock now.
Almost 4 o'clock. In Brazil,
Yeah,
it's almost 5.
yeah,
It's 14.
yeah.
All right. And Marta, do we have the same time zone as Suzette?
No, here we are 1 hour late before the United States. Sorry, we are 1 hour before Brazil.
Oh, you're 1 hour
Because-
behind, and then Suzette is 1 hour forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
But depends on the time of the year, because if it's the time saving is 2 hours. So
it's 2 hours. Oh, I see.
I just would like to say that I've been to South Africa. I love South Africa very much. Hoe gaan dit met jou?
Oh, she learned some South African guys.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
married to a South African for 9
Oh.
years. I've been to amazing safari there at Kruger Park. And yeah, South Africa is just, every Brazilian should visit. If you guys are talking about traveling, please do go to South Africa. It's amazing. Is going back even to the African tribal culture is really interesting, especially for us Brazilians because of our history. But also the Afrikaans culture, the Indian culture, all the mixed culture, which kind of resembles Brazil pretty much. And it's amazing. The food is awesome. Nature is awesome. Hotels, roads, they speak English everywhere. So I really recommend South Africa. And by the way, I am Gaúcha, but I lived in Paraná for a few years. So I know Curitiba, and I really enjoy seeing the pictures such a long time. I lived in Toledo, which was just 2 hours away from Foz do Iguaçu. So I've been to Foz do Iguaçu many times. And I also strongly recommend, if you guys haven't been there, go to the Argentinian side so you guys can see Brazil.
Wow.
But the
Martha,
Brazilian,
you're full of surprises, girl. And
Yeah.
now I think the
and I
Carlos.
also I consider myself half Gaúcha and half Capixaba because my family is living in Vitória. So I was my sister lived very close to UFES, the university. And Vitória is great. If I ever would live back in Brazil again, Vitória is the place to live because it's summer all year long. It's hot and very hot, which I love it. So yeah, it's really cool to see like people going to places that I've been. So yeah, it's really cool. And I strongly recommend, guys, just travel, go see the world. It's really awesome.
Wow, thanks, Marta. Full of surprises here. And what are the coincidences? Like knowing Curitiba, knowing Vitória, Laís is also here from Espírito Santo. Oh my gosh. And then like now, Carlos, he wanted to come to Europe, but now he's gonna want to go to South Africa. I missed the visitor.
Sorry.
Richard, you're getting a visitor soon. And I lost my visitor. Oh no, Marta, what you doing?
I'm sorry, don't hate me. Next trip you go to Europe, but I tell you, go to South Africa, man.
He's
South
gonna say,
Africa
I
is
don't want to
awesome.
go to Belgium. Belgium's so boring. I want to go to South Africa.
Yeah, this is
Oh
the
my
thing with
goodness.
Europe. Europe, if you visit Belgium, if you visit Germany, it's kind of, it's kind of
Similar.
pretty much, yeah,
Oh.
I'll do respect. I love cultures and everything, but I think South Africa stands out so much because there is no other country in Africa, at least the ones that I've been to, that you can have such a good service, such a good treatment and safety, which is quite important.
Yeah.
And
there
also
are,
all this
hey,
mix of
Marta,
cultures.
about South Africa in Brazil, some couples, okay, they go for the marriage in South Africa. It's chic. Let's go to the ceremony in a big hotel, South Africa.
Yeah, they have a
Invite
7-star
the
hotel
friends.
in
It's
the
not,
middle
it's
of
not
the
cheap.
jungle.
It's not for everyone. But some couples, they go to South Africa as the honeymoon or the ceremony or the party.
But I tell you something, Carlos. The money in South Africa is called rand, and our money values more than rand, which is like for
Your dollar,
Brazilians.
you mean your dollar, not the
Yeah.
real.
So we no, our dollar Brazilian money, like the average was like pretty much $1 is 5 reais more or less, now a little bit between 5 and
Yeah.
6. And for rands is like 10 rands, $1, 10 rands. And maybe I don't know how is the economy now, but back in the day it was almost twice. So actually, and you have really the power of buying stuff, because the things like with the Brazilian money, you can buy a lot of stuff there because our money value more than their money. And which is like, you don't really find that in Europe, you don't find that in America, anywhere else in the world. Also, you don't need visa to go to South Africa. You can just get your
Yeah.
passport and just go. You can stay there for 3 months and even renew for more 3 months for free, like you just stay, not a problem. They speak English. They have very good infrastructure. They have a lot of nice things to do, beautiful place to see. You can go to what would be their Rio de Janeiro's Cape Town. I mean, Richard, you can speak more about it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
even
think
not nice for me to tell you guys that.
I'm in Cape
But
Town
their
at the
Rio de
moment.
Janeiro is Cape Town, their São Paulo is Joburg, and their Brasilia is Pretoria. So you can visit places and you can relate. And also they have all the tribal culture that you literally you want to buy everything because they are amazing artists. Like you just want to get, just
And I love the animals, the lion, the
it's
leopard,
amazing. They have a
tiger,
lion
giraffe.
park. They have a lion park that you get into this place in a car, of course. You get into your own car, and then you can get in these huge caves where the lions are free, and you see the white lions, you see the regular lions, and you are like into their cave. You can pet little lions, like baby lions, like I did. You can feed giraffes. It's so awesome. You climb up like a platform and then you feed them. And then you can pet the giraffes. They're just like horses, but huge, like 5 meters tall. It's amazing. If you like animals, just go.
Oh, fantastic.
It's really cool. And not that expensive. If you go to Europe, you're going to spend way much more because zero.
Okay, thank you, Marta.
Sorry,
Yes,
but
thanks a lot. I think Richard had a question. Richard, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, no, for Carlos, I'm actually quite interested in your engineering career. How did it start and why engineering? I'm quite fascinated.
You see, I graduated as mechanic engineer, but my job was about the safety in the workplaces. Okay, I was a kind of inspector for the Brazilian government. Okay, we go to workplaces, construction, industry, or agriculture to check about the safety. This was my job, okay, but I retired in 2017, and I don't work more with the engineer, okay. Just I am curious about engineering, but no work in this area.
I think the question was, Carlos, why did you choose to become an engineer when you're younger? Like, why? Why did you choose that?
You see, I was a nine-brother family. Imagine it, no money. And I thought, oh, maybe the engineer, they make money. Okay. This to be an engineer, I have a good salary. This is my decision. Okay. And I was very good studying, and I was the first place in the high school. Okay. And I went to the university, a public university, free in Brazil. We don't pay. Okay. And this is the reason. Maybe I can be a psychologist or a tourist guide, but I choose engineering.
Are
Just for the
Very
any
money.
good. Very good
are
too.
any of your brothers also engineers or only you?
Oh, I have three sons, adult. They one is geologist, another one is civil engineer, construction, another one is agronomic. Okay, they followed me, my sons. But my brothers, anyone, okay, anyone is are engineers. Just me. In general, in Brazil, that time in the 70s or in the 60s, the young guys they go to Catholic schools, okay, because the Catholic school has good quality, okay. And then my family in general put us in Catholic schools. Not me. I studied all my life in public schools, free, no payments.
Wow, that's a nice story. So your brothers, they all have different career paths than you. You're the only
Yes,
engineer
I
in the
guess
family.
I get my brothers. I get one or two or three are graduated in the university. Okay, me and Roberto and João Nelson and Vanderly. Vanderly is a kind of lawyer. But my sisters, three sisters, no university. Not the brother, no university. Just agriculture and work in the transport or industry.
All right, very interesting. Gabia, she has a question. Hello.
Hello, Carlos.
Hello, Gabia.
I have a question to you and want honest your answer and open.
Oh, there she comes.
I just want to, what do you think about female solo travels in Brazil? Because I heard Brazil not very safe country, and if woman alone travel, what do you think
Now
about
you
that?
see, if you go to New York, okay, you need to take care. Okay, Rome, New York, Madrid, Barcelona, Rio de Janeiro, especially, and São Paulo. Okay, because the gate of Brazil is Rio de Janeiro airport. There are flights from Europe, from America, from Asia. Okay, Rio de Janeiro. In Rio, there are some violent areas. But some areas you can go Copacabana, Ipanema, the beaches in the Barra da Tijuca, very safe. You can go to the Christ the Redeemer, okay, no problem. Or go to the Corcovado, okay, the Sugarloaf, no problem. Along the day. But don't go to the favela at night. I guess you know what is a favela. Don't go there at night because it's a little dangerous. As in Rome, there are areas in Rome or Milan, very, very dangerous at night. Okay, but along the day, Gabia, come to Brazil, welcome. But don't stay in Rio. Okay, go to the small cities in the south, Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina. Santa Catarina is like Europe. Okay, you have the German city, Blumenau, the Italian city, Nova Trento. Okay, Portuguese city, Florianopolis. Okay, and then go to the small cities, not to the big cities like São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Salvador, Recife, okay, because dangerous. Yeah. Okay. But
Yes,
not so
come to
dangerous.
Vitória,
Espírito
yes.
Santo.
Vitória, take you, Laís and Marta. You can come, Gabia. You come to Curitiba, is my city. I had, but now I don't have Airbnb. I was a member of Airbnb owners, but I rent my property monthly now because Airbnb you need to take care weekly. Okay, but if you want come here, I recommend to stay in Curitiba, Iguaçu, Paraná, Rio Grande do Sul, okay, very European. Okay, Bahia is African. Okay, Bahia, Northeast, Recife, African. Okay, is your choice. Read something in TripAdvisor or Google Maps about the cities. Okay, and I guess you will survive. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a huge country, so it's very difficult to like for Carlos to say you should go there or there because he doesn't know which kind of tourism you're looking for. But there's places that are things to do for everybody. So, and we are pretty sure that if you travel to Brazil alone as a girl, you will be safe. Brazilians are very friendly after all, and they love to help out beautiful women like you. So, no
Yeah.
worries, it's
But
gonna
but
be
I guess Simone, Gabia, they don't know where is Lithuania or what is this Lithuania.
They will not know. She's gonna be a gringa anyway, so you're gonna be fine. They will call you
Yeah, sure.
gringa. Thanks a lot for the question. Carlos, I was wondering, like, is there any place in the world that would like to visit still? Because it seems like you've traveled a lot already. Do you have a dream vacation spot?
Oh, last year we went to Mexico. Okay, was a dream for me, Mexico, to see the pyramids, to see the Mexico City, Cancun. Okay, the volcanoes, wonderful country. But in Mexico we had some problem with the food and the water. Okay, I had some stomach problems in Mexico, and the next country will be a more safe country with the food. Okay, I don't have I don't have lucky with the pepper in Mexico.
Oh, really?
But it's fantastic. Yeah, because we were in a group of 12 Brazilians. Okay, I am a member of a traveling group. The name is the Friendship Force. Okay, if you are a member of Friendship Force, it's an NGO from Atlanta, Georgia, United States. Okay, you can be a member. Go on Google, see the Friendship Force International. It's a group of traveling. Okay, we travel, we stay in homes 1 week. Okay, and
No
then
hotels.
we host
So
in
what do you mean?
Curitiba families from another countries, groups of 12,
Oh.
15, or 10 people.
So
Okay.
Carlos, please explain us a little bit better. So you don't stay in a hotel when you travel, you
You
stay.
see, for instance, our journey to Mexico, we stayed 3 nights in hotels, Mexico City. Okay, 6 nights in Jalapa. Okay, Jalapa is, I guess, south, close to the Gulf Mexico. Okay, and then in Jalapa, family hosts. Okay, we stayed in families' houses. Okay, and then we went to Cancun, 7 nights in an all-inclusive hotel. Okay,
Okay, but
part
when
in
you're
hotels,
visiting,
part in homes.
yeah, but when you are in a home visiting, they take care of
They
everything.
organize it, the club, we say clubs, Friendship Force Club, Jalapa, Mexico. They organize a program for the group.
Oh, that's nice. So you arrive and everything's already planned out.
The
And
ball,
15,
the drinks, the transport, okay, everything.
so 15 people, they stay in different houses or?
Different, in general, couples or alone, okay? I was in a teacher with we say friends now because I know the lady, and she was a teacher. She's retired now, and we still have contact with these friends of Mexico. Or I went to Canada in the system, and England, and India, and Japan,
Oh,
and
wow.
Canada.
This is similar to couch surfing, right? So you just stay, yeah,
But
people's
couch
house.
surfing, you go alone. Couch surf. You go to I go
This is
to
a group.
Portugal, or I
Okay.
go to the United States. Stay alone. But in the
Mm,
friendship force in groups. Or
nice.
nowadays, the problem is nowadays there are so many ways of traveling. There are couch surfing, Airbnb. You can stay in a farm. You can work as a volunteer. And now I guess this group is called the Friendship Force. Okay, is becoming few, not so big. Okay, is okay. They try after the pandemic. The groups are now smaller than before the pandemic. Okay? But it's still running. If you want to go traveling and stay in homes like my home, you can go to Friendship Force and ask for a journey in Curitiba.
Sounds really interesting. Thank you for the tip.
But then Carlos, do you have to pay like a monthly or annual tip or something like a
You
fee
pay
or?
to be a member. To be a
Yeah.
member, you pay $30 a year.
Oh, that's not
Okay?
much.
And for the week, we pay $250 for the week in Mexico. Okay,
Oh,
and I
that's not
pay
much.
the flights, I pay the extras. Okay, if I wanna go to Cancun, I wanna go to another places, I pay. But in this work, in the week when you are in the family, you pay the fee of $250 in general.
That's not much.
Yeah, yeah, good
So
way for
everywhere
traveling.
you've been, like England, Japan, Canada, it was the same price.
There are variations, okay, depending on the country. India is cheaper than England. India cheaper because the money there is not like England, okay? There are variation, but it's not so expensive. You have free food because you stay in a family house, okay? And you have your room for sleeping, okay? You have a person for guide you in the places, touristic places that you don't know. It's interesting.
That's really nice. Yes. Carlos, tell us at the beginning, you told us, oh, if you're Brazilian, you can live your whole life and you don't need to speak English. Why do you speak English then? And how did you
I
learn?
guess me and Laís and Marta, we are part of the 5% of Brazilian that are fluent in English because people
Oh,
in
I'm
Brazil,
Brazilian as well. Don't forget me. But
you
anyway,
know,
is that so little? So just 5%?
It is
I guess.
very little. Yes, like
Fluent,
three.
fluent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, to communicate,
5%
to
of 200
understand.
million people?
Yeah.
Marta, please help us out. Is it true? I mean, maybe they are considering only the people who live in Brazil, like Marta and I living abroad, they don't consider that, I think.
No, just living in Brazil, the average is 5%.
Oh,
And like they consider like basic to advanced, like people that are able to communicate, not like only top.
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah, as
God.
I said to you, for
Surprising.
instance, I was an engineer. Okay, I worked in 37 years as an engineer, and I didn't like English for my work, for my job. Okay, maybe translate some rules, some technical, okay, rules, but in general, we don't need English in general. But if I work for an international company like Volvo, Renault, or Caterpillar, Ford, okay, for sure, I need the English, or I need Francis, or I need Japanese for Toyota, for Honda. But in general, if you know Portuguese, in general is enough. But nowadays it's different because people are working from home to international companies.
Yeah, but the point is like you're 215 million, but they are excluding most of the kids because in the school, even if they attend, bilingual schools, they don't really count. They count more like the professional people. So it's people that are active and they are really, really using, usually in business. And yeah, it's if you're really gonna count all the professions that really need English in Brazil, working, so even though we have a lot of English schools and English private courses or all that, and even internet teaching, there's a lot of people learning. But one thing that I can tell, because I've been an English teacher for like 20 years, and Brazilians are very shy. If they study, but when it's time to speak up, they're like, so they are very self-conscious, and only those who really take this step of jumping in, speaking up, even if it's not perfect, is just go for it. It takes a little bit of personality to do that, but a lot of courses people take like 10 years of private English schools. They know all the grammar, they know how to write, they know how to read, but they don't communicate. So that is not considered in the 5%. Understand? If you consider people who can read and write, then that might go to 10%. But it's speaking, really being able to communicate, then that reduces a lot.
All right, that was a very good clarification. I needed that because I think it's getting better. It's really getting better. We are moving forward and a little bit up because now I see with the new generation, with my family, my nieces and nephews, they're trying, they're not that, they still, as Martha said, very shy and they don't dare much. Even if they hear something, they go with the eyes like, oh, I understood that in their mind, but they don't they don't dare to talk back. They go like, oh, and then hi, and that's it. But it's getting better, guys. Okay, sorry, Carlos, please continue. So you didn't need that for your job, but somehow you push
Yes,
it and
for
you learn
traveling, for
English.
curiosity, for maybe movies and music songs in English. I want to know what is the Beatles songs or Peter, Pink Floyd or Mick Jagger singing. What is the words, okay, the meaning of the words? Curiosity. And for traveling, okay.
Okay, so traveling
I
helps.
guess it's very important for a Brazilian to speak a foreign language, Spanish or Francis or English or German. Okay, very, very important. But in general, people in general, they don't see improvement of their salary if they speak English in Brazil for a Brazilian company. Okay, but if you work for Volvo or for Exxon company, maybe an international company, if you speak English, your salary will be higher.
Yes, that's good. How about your children? Any of your sons, do they speak English at all?
Oh, they are fluent, I guess, because they love video games. Okay, because the video games. I guess the teenagers nowadays they know English by the video games because it's in general are in English.
Yeah,
Okay.
it helps a lot. A lot of people learn English because they want to understand the game, what they're playing. It's very nice. Yeah.
But do they speak or they just can read it, as Marta was saying?
Yeah,
I
it's a
guess
case of reading.
my older son, Gustavo, now he is, I guess, 33. I don't remember exactly the age of the son because each year is different. But I guess Gustavo is fluent, totally fluent, because he's a geologist. Okay, he needs English for working. Okay, he works for a Brazilian company, but he needs English for to be a geologist. Daniel graduated in a Brazilian English school. Okay, and Vinicius too. Like for instance, a wizard or some English school here. Okay, but I guess they are not so fluent. And they are shy. They are shy for speaking. I invited them here. Oh, come here. Let's speak some English or English Brazil. Oh, no, Daddy, not today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another
And
time.
then they never come.
No, 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 no.
Do you have grandchildren already?
Oh, no, no. Only pets, cats and dogs and birds.
Okay, so your pets, they speak better English than your sons because they're there with you the whole time while
Oh,
you're
yeah. No, no,
attending the
I'm
lesson.
waiting. I'm waiting because my younger Vinicius he's from 1997. 20 will be 28. Okay, and Vinicius lives with her partner or girlfriend, but no children. I guess it's the European idea. No children, like Italy, France, or Germany. No children. The ladies wants to work, wants to have a career. Okay, it's the same in Brazil and everywhere. Okay, and I have my Nora, my
Daughter-in-law.
daughter-in-law. She goes to the doctor, to the laboratory to freeze
Her eggs. Oh,
her eggs
oh, really?
because she's 38 now. And I said, Maíra, about the babies. Oh, I have now my my
She has
plan
a frozen
after
egg.
40
Oh,
years
no.
old.
Oh, okay, okay.
Uh,
They're really modern in Brazil, I see. How about your wife?
My wife, yeah, we worked together. We were partners in the same job. Okay. And then the friends said, "Oh, you are a good couple. Go and marry." And I said, "Okay, let's marry."
No, I
You
mean,
see, when you have friends, okay, the friends go like Cupido. You are a nice couple. I guess
they had
you
the
have a
perfect match because you guys are married for so long. No, but that was not the question. Thanks for sharing.
uh,
I wanted to know if your wife speaks English.
oh, excuse me.
But thanks for sharing. That was good. Good to know.
How the love starts.
Oh, that was good to know.
You see now my wife study Italian, okay? Because we have the Italian citizenship and we have this dream to live in Italy for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months to see Rome, Venezia, Milano, okay? Maybe we'll buy an apartment there, maybe is our plan, okay? And this for this reason, she doesn't study English, okay? But she made Brazil is a 9 years course of English, okay?
Still, she
She
doesn't
can
speak.
understand,
Yes.
she can understand, she can read, she can write, but for speaking, I guess, difficult for her.
Yeah. Anna, did you want to ask a question or just comments or something?
Yes, it's interesting for do you like grandma dad? Even
What, please?
Would you like to be a grandfather? Would you like to have
Oh, yes,
grandchildren?
yes, yes. But you see, nowadays, I guess the young people, they have their choice, okay? If they don't want a babies, I respect, no problem, okay? Yeah, because it's their choice, it's not mine, okay? I love children, okay? I have several nieces and nephews,
yeah,
very nice, okay? But I guess it's my destination. I'm
yeah,
waiting, maybe in the
well,
future.
of course, yeah.
I love children. I love children.
Okay, so the answer is yes, but he's not forcing his children to have children, you know? He's a really cool, chill dad. So
Yeah,
who knows? Who knows?
yeah, who knows, yeah.
Oh, Richard, please tell him a little bit, Richard, because Richard is a grandfather.
Oh, Hitcher, how did you reach this?
My eldest is 28 as well, and I've got a grandson of 2 years old. Beautiful little boy. It's the best thing ever, yeah. And I've got a 28-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Oh,
There's an
good,
age
good.
gap there. And you're
Congratulations.
making Carlos jealous. Look at him. Oh, he got so jealous. Richard.
Oh, Richard, what did you say to your to your son or your daughter to be mother and father?
No, she was a naughty girl when she was younger. So when she got older, she matured and she found a good husband and settled down. So yeah. So yeah, I'm a grandfather and a father of a 10-year-old and a 28-year-old grandfather and a single man. So life is good.
Now, Richard,
Okay.
Richard, the question was, what did you do? Or did you give your daughter any advice for her to start having children? Because Carlo wants to know so he can become a grandfather soon.
Yeah, now the advice I did give her that it's not cheap, no matter where you are in the world, and she must be very sure that you want to have a child, because it's not like having. I can't even say a pet because I love my pets as well. So it's a lifetime thing. Even when they get older, as you know, you got grown up children, adults now. They're still your children. This never changes. You're always still a parent.
Okay, okay, Richard, thank you. And another question from Gabia.
Uh, yeah, I want to ask Brazil for me always association with Carnaval in Brazil. It's very popular. So I want to ask in your area it's popular also or it's just for tourists more or do you also enjoy this Brazilian Carnaval?
Wow,
Okay,
great
okay.
question, Gabia.
Simone, did you go to the Escola de Samba, the Samba parade with your costume?
No, never been.
Never. You see, Brazil is, we have a lot of influence from Africa. And I guess the carnival in Brazil, we have the samba, that is a African sound, okay, African influence sound, samba, music,
Show,
okay?
show her the. I mean, I think everybody knows that, but Carlos can share the Google
Escola de
with
samba,
Samba.
Escola de Rio de Janeiro.
I
Yeah,
think
I heard
everybody knows.
Samba de Janeiro, so much
Yeah.
songs.
Okay, Carlos, he's gonna share the screen with some samba for you.
Oh, please, Laís, or someone search on Google about Carnival in Brazil. For instance, in Carnival is 4 days holiday: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Four and a half holidays in general Brazil. Okay. But in general, I guess the majority of people, they go to the beach or they go to the mountain, they go to the countryside. Some people maybe they go to the samba parade, okay, but it's not, I guess, the majority of the population. Okay, I love carnival. I love the costume. When I was young, I had my part in the samba school, Escola de Samba in my city, Vitória. Okay, a parade, you put the costume and go samba. Okay, but in general, I guess Brazilian people is forgetting the carnival. Okay, because we have influence from the international music, English songs, okay, uh, or the countryside music Brazil, country music Brazil. We say sertanejo, okay, Marta and Laís, sertanejo. People love countryside music in Brazil. Now is a kind of, it's not countryside, it's urban sertanejo. Yes, music style of Brazil. Okay, and then the carnival is being not so popular as before, in my opinion. Okay, you have Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, Florianópolis, Recife, Salvador, Bahia, big cities, big carnival. But some cities, no carnival. Okay, is my opinion. This is a bad thing because carnival is culture, is the tradition, folklore. Okay, but people are becoming lazy, stay at home watching Netflix and maybe in the computer, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and no carnival. I don't like carnival.
There in Curitiba, don't you have the street parties? Because Vitória is a small city and we have a lot of street parties, a lot of people
yeah.
going and celebrating. Don't you have this there?
We have some carnival, popular carnival on the street in Curitiba.
Yeah.
Yeah. In general, they like there is an imitation of Rio de Janeiro. We have the parade with the samba schools in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not so popular in Curitiba. People go to the beach, people go to the mountains, and they're watching Netflix, reading a book. No carnival.
So I guess it really depends because here it's really big. People love it. People go there like it's a thing.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah.
Mhm.
I went to Uruguay, Montevideo. In Montevideo, they have a carnival similar to Brazil. Okay. But the Brazilian, they say, oh, carnival, I don't like. I go to Miami, I'll go to New York, I'll go to Europe. And people, carnival is so, people drink a lot, maybe so noisy. You see, this boring people.
Boring people.
But yes, seriously, there are good sides and bad sides about the party. Maybe people on streets, there are some fights. Okay, it's not the peace and love in all country. Okay, but you can play the carnival safe in Brazil. It still is a good thing to do. Okay, Richard, and about the carnival in South Africa.
I just want to mention about that carnival. There's a possibility that Brazil will be included in the World Rugby Sevens competition. So it's a very carnival type of feeling. I sent Simone a video when I was at the stadium and the Brazilian Sevens women were playing. But it's an entire weekend of a whole lot of rugby teams, and it's a short game. It's a very shortened version of the game. So it's a very carnival feeling. So it's music and colorful clothing and fancy dress. So they've mentioned that because Brazil has entered into this, there's a possibility that Brazil will start hosting as one of the legs, because it's in the USA, it's in Canada, South Africa, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, but they want to include Brazil
And
as
the
one of the
male
host
team
teams.
was better than the male team on sevens, right?
Yeah, well, South Africa's not doing very well, but the female team is doing brilliant. Brazilian female team is really good.
They were
Rugby,
trained by
you
the
mean
New
rugby,
Zealanders.
rugby Brazilian ladies.
Yes, geez, they're very good. And what makes it worse is they're beautiful and they play good rugby. So it's so good to watch.
Oh, thank you, Richard. Yeah. I don't know how to play rugby. I know that is with the hands and the ball is like an egg. Okay.
It's football. It's football
Carlos, you
match.
need like a brainwash. Everything you learn in football, You need to forget about it, then have to relearn the whole thing. It took me a while because I learned to love rugby, and don't get me wrong, I rather watch rugby than football.
What?
Don't judge me, but lately it's too much. This is my younger son, Daniel.
Hey,
Hi
Marta.
there.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Okay.
Little
Hello.
gentleman. How
Yeah,
cute.
he just came from school.
Oh, with the tie. Very
Hi,
good.
he's a little gentleman. Wow.
Thank you.
And Marta,
Yeah.
does he like the churrasco
Oh yeah,
or the
definitely.
chimarrão? Chimarrão.
Yeah, I'm Gaúcha, so sometimes I actually here I met a Brazilian friend. She's from Rio Grande do Sul too, and her mom is here, and she brought chimarrão, and I couldn't believe after such a long time I drink a chimarrão in the United States. So yeah,
Oh,
it's really
cool.
cool.
Are
And
your children
now,
bilingual, Marta?
Sorry, come again?
Are they bilingual, your children?
Yeah, they are.
How
oh,
He's just a little bit
cute.
congratulations.
shy.
Congratulations.
Okay, do your
And we
homework.
have a question from Poland, Maria. Hello, Maria.
Go do your homework.
Hi. Yeah, I wanted to ask because I heard a lot of good things about Brazilian cuisine. So I wanted, is there a meal, a traditional Brazilian meal that you really like?
Okay. You see, from Espírito Santo, my home state, okay, there is a dish. They made cooked fish in a clay pan, okay, Laís. Cooked fish in a clay pan with tomatoes, some pepper,
The
maybe
best
seasoning.
dish. Yeah.
Yeah. Maria, if you come to Brazil, go to eat the moqueca. Moqueca in the clay pan, okay?
Wait,
Fishes.
It's
Carlos, wait.
called
I just
stew.
made, sorry, I just made Laís co-host. Laís, would you be able to share your screen and show Maria
Ah, the
stuff that you
moqueca.
sent?
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Sorry. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, thank
Let's
you.
show
Thank
let's show
you.
her because I don't think she knows being from Poland.
You can
Yeah,
call
yeah.
Very different.
you
But
can
you
call
see, Maria,
moqueca.
you see, here in Curitiba, we have the Polish immigrants, Polish families from Poland, okay? And we love the pierogi. I guess you
Oh
know the
yeah.
pierogi.
Yeah, I know.
From Ukraine or from, oh, now
Yeah.
I need to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
something.
It's a
This
nice.
is the moqueca
Nice.
fish, okay?
Yeah.
Mm.
You
It
can
looks
call
delicious.
that fish stew to relate to moqueca. Some people say,
Cooked fish,
yeah, people
tomatoes.
say yes, fish soup, but it's not really fish soup. It's more considered a fish stew.
Yeah, it's not a soup. I guess it's cooked fish. And you can put some cassava flour.
This is my other son, Dominic.
Oh,
Hello, Dominique.
hey,
Welcome.
they look similar.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's just 2 years difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Miss
Hi.
talking to some friends from all
Okay.
over the world. Okay,
Nice.
everything. So go.
Hey, Marta.
Yeah,
Soon I will book you for a session and you bring the boys along. It's gonna be cool to have them aboard. So when
I
you have
need
your
to. I
session,
need to see because they are in a very different week now. Because usually they are at practice. One practice football and the other practice drama. But this week, particularly, they don't have it. So their schedule is quite busy.
I know exactly what you're talking about, having children. Yes,
So
yes.
it's like we can try, but I can't promise because they.
Okay,
Oh,
totally
nice
understood.
advice.
Yeah.
Nice advice.
Guys, really fast. I need to go because I have a class, but it was nice talking to you guys. Very good. Thank you very much for having me here, Simone. And
Yes,
bye-bye.
you're welcome. Thank you, ladies. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
I gotta
Bye.
go too because I need to be a mom now. They're home.
I get it. Okay,
Okay, guys.
Marta, thanks for being here. It was a pleasure meeting
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I
Bye-bye.
was wondering if we could hear Suzette with her Jamaican accent. Do you have a little question for Carlos at all?
I want to know about Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
No. She is gonna ask you the question. You're gonna have to
Nice.
wait for her session.
Nice song. It's a success in Brazil, okay, Suzette? Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff,
Bob Marley and
and
the well,
another reggae singers.
I heard something.
Good vibes.
Yes, you know,
Yes.
So, Suzette, what are you doing in Canada, Suzette?
vacation.
Oh, Vicky, do you live in
Yeah,
Jamaica?
vacation from in Canada with my cousin. Yeah.
Okay. And about the storms and hurricanes in Jamaica?
My God, devastating.
Yeah, I was in Cancun,
Yeah.
guys,
Only
and
for
then there
damage.
was some storms in Cancun.
Only for
Oh,
damage.
terrible! I said, "Oh my God, I will die today."
Oh,
Only for damage. Only. And then still recuperating right now. They're not finished yet.
I think Suzette is a little bit used to it, aren't you?
Yeah, I used to it. Yeah, I used to it. Yeah. I'm used to
All
it.
right, Suzette. So now we're running out of time. I want to hear your question to Carlos, if you have one.
Oh, I'd like to ask you, do you fishing in Brazil?
If I
Fisherman.
fish, if I go fishing,
Yeah, if you are fishermen in Brazil. People
oh,
do
you
fishing
see,
there
the
over there.
Brazilian love to fish because
Oh,
our coast is huge, like
okay.
thousands of kilometers of.
My father is a fisherman in Jamaica.
We have rivers,
Jamaica.
lakes, and the ocean for fishing.
Oh,
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
big fishes. Fish with all,
I have all the equipment for fishing. Okay, I have the hooks, okay. But in general, I go fishing. I know fishes. Just
small fish. My father catch fish with all 80 pound, big fish.
Yeah.
Big
Society
fish.
needs to tell me some tips about fishing. How is to catch the big ones?
Hook, you do hook on the line. Hook on the
Oh
line.
yeah.
Hook on the line you use, yeah. And if you can use the sprat as bait. The sprat fish,
Okay.
the
In the
small one.
Amazon, if you go to the Amazon or Pantanal, the swamps in Brazil, so many fishes.
Yes, you catch big fish. The fish them big. Slice them big. And then eat
But
very good.
do you take the fish and return to the water, or do you go home and eat, cook it, or fry it?
Oh, I steam it, I fry it, I curry it, I do all kind of things with it. Curry fish, brown stew fish, escovitch fish, and steamed fish. You ever see steamed fish and crackers with okra?
In
No,
Brazil,
we
fry
don't
it or
know.
cook
Yeah,
it,
that's
fry it or
Jamaican,
cook it,
right?
or sushi, raw fish.
No, don't try fish. No, hell no.
Suzette,
You have to cook it first.
they're dried fish. It is almost like a beef jerky. You dry the fish out in Jamaica.
That is the salt fish.
That's it. I had that one because we
Yeah.
went to look for the cricket when we were on the ship. We were looking for cricket. All the South Africans. We found a cricket game, and they were selling this fish
Yes,
outside. A dried fish. It was lovely.
it's salt fish. It's salt fish.
Yeah.
Cook up salt fish. Yes.
They
That's
eat
like-
lots.
that's
Yeah,
like
there's an
ackee.
island, guys, Jamaican, right? So they
Yeah.
eat lots of fish.
Yes, I'm a fisherwoman. My father is a fisherman. And we sell fish.
And they play cricket and football.
Yes, cricket and football. Right. And we have
And they are
lovely
good
beaches and rivers.
runners. Good runners.
Yeah, good run. Oh, what's Usain Bolt? You hear about Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt,
Right,
the
that's
champion,
Jamaica. Oh, man.
Jamaican
Yeah,
champion. Oh,
Jamaica.
fantastic.
That's Jamaica. Yes. Chariot race
Okay,
as well.
guys, we're having lots of fun. It's been lovely, Carlos, but we're
Yes.
out of time, guys. We just ran out of time. I
Good
promised
pleasure
Carlos
talking to
1
you
hour.
guys.
Come again?
Pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you, Suzette, for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here.
You're
Carlos,
welcome.
I hope you had a good time with us.
Yes.
And
Okay,
I will
okay.
invite you
For
again.
me, it's a pleasure. Okay, Simone, thank you for inviting me for this meeting.
Yes.
Yes, it was
That's a
really
good one.
nice, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Saturday, I have another meeting
Okay.
again with the Brazilians. So if you're
Okay.
available, please join us.
Okay.
Otherwise, I see you next time. Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.